Come here now, girl.
Hello, my name is Bubba, aka Fabes, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going over Rainbow Six Siege, and is it worth buying? I've spent a lot of time in this game, through the alpha, the beta, and the release, and I've seen it progress a lot. Now, if you're new to Rainbow Six Siege, it is a 5v5 tactical shooter which places one team on the attack and the other on defense. Each side, attackers or defenders, get to pick from a number of characters with select special abilities that will promote different tactical gameplay. For example, Fuse, a character on the attacking side, he is equipped with a special device that can breach a fortified wall. Now, he is the only character that can breach fortified wall, which makes him critical to the attacking side. On the other side, one of the characters you have is Mute, and his special ability is he drops down electronic jammers, which will disable the attacker's drones if they come too close, and any other electronic gadget they have within proximity. There's 5 rounds in a match with a 30-second pre-match phase, which gives the defenders the time to fortify and set up the defense, but it also gives the attackers time to scout using deployable drones.
Hello everyone.
After each match, attackers and defenders switch, creating equal opportunity. The winner's decided by the first to 3 wins. Rainbow Six Siege is a strategy game like no other. It takes patience, planning, teamwork, and careful tactics just to accomplish a single kill, which rewards an undying feeling of accomplishment that never gets old. Following that, it'll also punish you quickly and brutally for every poor choice you make, leaving your team one less man, making victory that much harder to obtain. A big part of the tactics revolves around the destruction in the game, which is easily the best in all the games released. The amount of windows, walls, and roofs that can be blown into a cloud of dust and debris makes a map a playground of opportunity. The number of different ways a single room can be breached and entered adds a new feeling to each round, having each one feel different. As a defender, the destructible walls and windows can play the strategy too, creating a hole in the wall, also known as a kill hole, by shooting or punching them, allows the defender to see and shoot unsuspecting attackers. Because of the freedom of destruction, different locations of hostages or bomb sites, and character abilities, each round brings out different outcome and makes the match feel new and fresh. As great as the game is designed, there are a number of factors that really weigh it down from being the perfect SWAT shooter. The number of bugs and issues that work against the game design and desired gameplay may possibly cause this game to fail. The first is Uplay. Uplay is an awful platform to have any game on. Uplay feels like the Danny DeVito to Arnold Schwarzenegger's Steam. Trying to create and play as a party with Uplay is flat out frustrating. Not to mention that once you get in a game together, it is short-lived by only a few matches before you have to try the whole thing over again. So Ubisoft, please, if you're going to force us to use Uplay, please make it usable. My second criticism has to do with the microphones. Rainbow Six relies heavily on communication, so much so that a team that's well organized on chat will most likely win most of their matches. There are constantly bugs happening with the microphones, where someone's mic will always be set permanently on, as well as other minor bugs that just make communication a lot harder. The worst and probably biggest game-breaking bug is the netcode issues. Oh, many probably have heard this term used before in gaming, especially if you played the Battlefield 4 on its release. Now, netcode is just a general term used to describe the communication and synchronization between players and servers. For example, if a player rushes into a room, sees someone on the floor aiming at the door, and he kills that player that's on the floor, well, on the player's screen, it'll just show a glimpse of the attacker with what seems like an insta-kill from one maybe 2 bullets, even though the attacker really used probably about 5 or 6 and had a good split second before he shot him down. Now, this is not a problem to be shrugged off, and it happens way too much and gives the advantage to the player that rushes into a room. Since this game is designed to be a careful, slow-paced shooter, it works against the game design, which causes a lot of frustration. The amount of deaths I've had where it appears the opponent just peeked and insta-killed me are way too high. At the end of the day, I really do love this game, and I really hope it succeeds for years to come. Now, my suggestion to you is that if you're looking for a great tactical shooter, close quarter combat, this is definitely the right choice. But on the other side, if you're not 100% sure about getting it, if you're on the fence, I suggest wait for the first patch to release. Wait to see if some of these game-breaking bugs are fixed, especially the netcoding bugs. Until then, I'll be playing this game with high hopes. Thanks for watching.
Come here now, girl.